Yes, guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another episode of Premier League predictions. I hope you guys are doing well today. And this weekend is a special weekend because it's a coronation weekend for King Charles. That is right. After the Queen has sadly passed away last year, um, doing this King Charles celebration or the King's coronation celebration all over the UK, but more especially London, England, since London's the capital of the UK. So yeah, so this weekend is so special that yeah, everyone is gonna come and enjoy it. But in terms of the weather, it's gonna get really, really wet. It's gonna be light. There's gonna be some heavy rain. So the weather out there today, it's not gonna be great. But tomorrow, Sunday, it's gonna be fine. But then on Monday, more rain. So no plenty of sunshine for this weekend. But hopefully, it doesn't ruin a special weekend celebration of King Charles. So yeah, so that's why this weekend is so special. So the coronation starts today, Saturday the 6th of May, and it will end on Bank Holiday Monday. Another one, which is on Monday the 8th of May. So two bank holidays in the month of May. I already thought that we've already seen two, like beginning and then the end, but it's actually three. Last Monday, this Monday, and the 29th of May. So three bank holiday Mondays. My God. But yeah, this one is so special. So that's why there's going to be no school, no college, no university, no work this Monday. So, and that is very, very happy. So yeah, everyone's going to be happy for that one. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy this coronation weekend. And if you are going, then just let me know and you just tell me how it went. And then, yeah, if I've got plenty of time, I'll quickly respond to your comments. So yeah, just let me know how it went. Right. So before I kick off this special Coronation Premier League special weekend, if you guys are new, make sure you click the subscribe button if you're new. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Um, Make sure you click the share button so that you and your friends can come along and give your predictions in the comments down below, and make sure you click the bell notifications because later on today there's going to be a Bournemouth versus Chelsea live watch along. Now I know I say that I'm not going to watch Chelsea anymore, but listen, I have to because it's my team. Even though we're in a bad season right now, I still have to support my team, unfortunately. But yeah, and that's the first game for this Premier prediction because there's no 12:30 p.m. kickoff because, like I said, it's a special weekend. So, yeah, so in this video, I'll be covering every single predictions, one for them one more time, and I'm going to have to end it. Right, so without further ado, let's go. Alright, so like I said, the first game is my team and it's Bournemouth versus Chelsea, 3 p.m. kickoff at the Vitality Stadium. Now, of course, Chelsea, I think they had their worst performance ever, well, in the first half, and that was against Arsenal. Now, of course, the Wolves game was worse, but that game against Arsenal was so much worse, yeah? The first half, conceding three goals, the two goals being the same thing. The third one, almost like being the same thing, but a bit different. But yeah, three goals. And let me tell you something, yeah? Arsenal went into first gear. And that's why I'm telling you guys that Arsenal not like Man City. Because if Man City did that to us, they would, in the second half, they continue that energy. They would never, yeah, put their foot off the gas. They would beat us like 4-0, 5-0, 6-0. That's what Arsenal could have done. But they're not like Manchester City, so there you go. So yeah, so Chelsea are in trouble. And like I told you in my last video, if we lose against Bournemouth today and Wolves and win their next game, Bournemouth will be above us, and the same thing goes for Wolves. So by the time I do my match reaction when we lose against Bournemouth, you'll hear me saying, guess where Chelsea are? 14th, yeah? And we're still not safe because there's other teams to catch up to us and we can have a chance of getting relegated. And people was laughing at me saying, oh, you're not going to get relegated. I saw on Instagram, there's a chance, yeah? Because if West Ham and Nottingham Forest, Leicester, I think that might be it. If they win their next three games and we keep on losing, there's a chance we could get relegated. So yeah, we're not automatically safe. We need to get 40 points. But guess what? We haven't got one. Yeah, we still haven't got one. We're still on 39 points. And this game, if we lose, which I think we will, it will be 007. Yeah, James Bond. It will be like that. So I see us losing today, and I don't see us getting another point or getting a win. So there you go. And this on top body, yeah. The players and the manager, of course, but this on top body for winning it for Chelsea. So there you go. So for this game, um, it's difficult, because we never usually score, but this game, yeah, I think we're gonna lose, but I think we're gonna score. So that's why I'm gonna go for Bournemouth 2-1 win because yeah, for me, Madueke scored, so I don't get why he doesn't start him. And for me, like Lampard needs to get this right because why he like it's only Madueke that really impressed me in this game against Arsenal. Yeah, the Wednesday was shocking. So I really hope that Lampard starts a back three and then he puts a front three of Madueke, Mudryk. I don't know what's happening to Dave Fafani, I really don't know what's happening to him, but hopefully he hopefully gets to start. I don't know what's happening to him. So yeah, if I see a back four and I see players playing out of position once again, then we are definitely losing this game. So yeah, so Lampard is clueless. So that's how I have to go for more win of 2-1. Now, the next game, this game will be televised at 3 p.m. for the very first time because normally 3 p.m. kickers doesn't get televised in the UK, but it actually does, and it's Manchester City against Leeds United. Now, Leeds United have sacked their interim manager and booking another in. I'm not sure if he's permanent or interim, but the big Sam Allardyce it is back. Yes, he is back. And remember that Sam Allardyce took teams from relegation up to survival. The only one team that he couldn't do that was West Brom 2 years ago because before he came in, they were 19th. And now, since he came in against West Brom, they were still 19th and they still got relegated. So that's why it couldn't work. Now, could this be a good or bad idea against Leeds? Because if you look at the table, let me just get this out. Sorry, guys. If you look at the Premier League table, Leeds United are now in 17th place with a point against the same points as Nottingham Forest, Leicester City, only 1 point against Everton. So, could Leeds United, do well on the Sam Allardyce from now until the end of the season because they need to keep on winning games in order for them to be surviving. So, if Leeds United could win the next 4 games, then they will definitely stay up. Yeah, because for me, you need to get at least 40 points or more to survive. So Crystal Palace are safe, Bournemouth could be safe, maybe Wolves too, but West Ham, Leicester City, Leeds United, and Nottingham Forest, they're not all safe. So can Leeds United get that win against City? I don't think so. But so that game, so it's going to be difficult for them. But if they can be possible and do beat City, then maybe bringing in Sam Allardyce might be not too bad. But listen, um, the only team that's going to the Etihad and beat Manchester City is Brentford before the World Cup. So there you go. So just like um, Old Trafford is a fortress. Etihad is also a fortress. So there you go. So no team has ever gone to Manchester clubs in their ground and beaten them other than Brighton against Man United and Brentford against Manchester City. So there you go. So for this game, I think it's going to be difficult for Man City and Leeds United, but more Leeds United. So yeah, if Sam Allardyce wasn't there, I would have gone for 3-0. But since he's there, I still think Man City will win, but I have to go for. They did kept a clean sheet when Ortega was there, so yeah, I might go for. It's so difficult. I might go for 2-1 as well. I might go for 2-1. I see. I see Summerfield scoring for Leeds United, but for Man City, I see Kevin De Bruyne and Erling Haaland. And before I move on to the next one, I like to say congratulations to the one and only Haaland, to the one and only Erling Haaland, who has broken a Premier League record here, scoring 35 goals. What did I tell you before the season starts? I said Erling Haaland will break Mo Salah's record and he'll be the best Premier League player there is this season, and only do it once. And people was laughing at me saying, "Oh, you don't know Erling Haaland, you haven't watched him." Really, I did. Look what he did for Bundesliga. I think he scored like 45 goals in 46 games, something like that. That is unbelievable. Guess what? He could potentially, get 60 goals, He could potentially do that, and that would be unbelievable. So this is what I'm telling you guys, he will do it. He will do it because he's the best young striker there is. I think him going to Man City was good because if he went for Chelsea, Man United, and all that stuff, I think they'll ruin him. But going to City, it will be so much better because they're always competing for the title. They want to win the Champions League. So the best place to go is Manchester City. So I think he done the right thing. So well done to Erling Haaland. Well done. And he needs to score 5 goals in order for him to score 40 Premier League goals. So can he do that? We should wait and see. But congratulations to him. And even saw the God of Honor, which was so strange, but yeah, he absolutely deserves it. He's an alien, he's a robot, he is human. So there you go. So if Erling Haaland keeps this up, he'll be the best Premier League player in history. Because he's already surpassed Alan Shearer, and I saw on Instagram that he was congratulating him, even though he's sad to hear that Erling Haaland broke his record. So there you go. But Erling Haaland is happy. But Alan Shearer is happy for Erling Haaland. So there you go. So there you go, guys. Just like I said that Chelsea are not winning this season, I said that Erling Haaland will break Mo Salah's record. He'll win the Player of the Year award. He'll win everything. And if Man City do win a treble, then he deserves to win the Ballon d'Or. So there you go. So that's what I'm telling you guys. This is why I know my facts because I've been watching football. Not only watching Chelsea, but other teams as well. If I know these players can do that for Dortmund, I know he can do that for City. And there's my point. So there you go. So well done to Erling Haaland. So 2-1 to Manchester City is going to be my prediction on that game later on today. Right, we move on into Tottenham against Crystal Palace, London Derby. And Roy Hodgson is back. So if this game was at Selhurst Park, I would definitely go for a Crystal Palace win. But the fact that it's at White Hart Lane, I feel like it's going to be difficult for Palace because I don't remember the last time Crystal Palace beat Tottenham at White Hart Lane. I really don't remember. So there you go. So for this game, I think Tottenham, Tottenham against Liverpool, they were absolutely horrific. I mean, what's this? With Charlison scores his first Premier League goal to make it 3-3. And by the way, I mean, Tottenham need to learn how to not concede so many early goals. They did that against Newcastle, and they might not do it against Man United, but they did that against Liverpool. 3 goals in 50 minutes. And I think to myself, is this going to be Newcastle again or worse? So for me, Chelsea are bad, but at least we don't concede a lot of goals against teams like that. So Tottenham are just worse than Chelsea. They absolutely are. They may be above us, but when it comes to conceding goals, they are just worse. They really are worse. So they need to make sure they don't do the same thing against Crystal Palace. Otherwise, they will definitely lose for another time. So and since Brighton beat Man United, 2 days ago, they're above them. And like I told you, if Brighton keep on doing this year, I can potentially see them finish in the top 4, which I don't think will happen, but we should wait and see from now until the end of the season. Now, of course, Crystal Palace, on the other hand, they are safe because that was another brilliant London derby, 4-3, 4-3. West Ham had plenty of chances to draw or to win the game, but that didn't happen. So let's hope that this game is going to be another great game to watch. So so for Tottenham against Crystal Palace, now I wanted to go for Crystal Palace win, but since it's at White Hart Lane, I'm gonna go for Should I go for 3-1? Yeah, maybe I'll go for 3-1 because I see Harry Kane scoring, maybe Son, and also with Charlison. Yeah, if he comes on and do what he did against Liverpool. So yeah, 3-1 to Tottenham is going to be my prediction. If they lose again, then maybe the next prediction I won't go for Tottenham win anymore. So yeah, there you go. So 3-1 to Tottenham is going to be my prediction on that one. Let's hope they don't bottle it this time. Let's hope they don't do that. Right, another derby is in the West Midlands derby. Wolves against Aston Villa. Now, of course, I want Aston Villa to do us a favour because I don't Wolves yet to go and beat Aston Villa in the derby. But listen, this game is at Molineux, and Wolves have done a really good job at home, being the likes of Chelsea, Brentford, I think it was Nottingham Forest, all of that stuff. So I expect this game to be a tiny bit difficult for Aston Villa, but if they can do us a favour and make sure that Wolves don't win against them, then that would be great because imagine if Bournemouth and Wolves go above us after us spending our 600 million. That's why it's on top money. So yeah, but listen, this is at Molineux, and the place is going to be electric. So unfortunately, Wolves are going to win this game against Aston Villa. So I'm going to go for. I think Aston Villa will score, but I'm going to. Oh, sorry. I'm going to go for 2-1 to Wolves because it's going to be a tight game, but I can see Wolves just taking 3 points. Aston Villa, I see only Watkins scoring, but for Wolves, I see maybe a Dama Traore, um, Podence. That is it. So those are going to be the goals for that game. For that game later on today. So yeah, so we got the London derby, the West Midlands derby. Really interesting two derbies for this special coronation weekend. So yeah, so 2-1-2 is going to be my prediction for that game later on today. And then we move on into the 5:30 p.m. kickoff, the last Saturday's game, and that is Liverpool against Brentford. Now, of course, when these two face each other at the Community Stadium, it was 3-1. Now, I feel like I'm going to have to predict the same thing. Since this game is at Anfield, I think Brentford's going to be. I think Brentford's going to make it very difficult, like Fulham did. But I see Liverpool winning this game. So for this game today, um, it's going to be difficult to predict. Do I see Brentford scoring? Because Liverpool sometimes their defense is not that great. It's difficult, but yeah, yeah, I see Brentford scoring at least maybe one. But for Liverpool, yeah, I'm gonna have to go for 2-1. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go for 2-1 because yeah, I mean they have a chance of finishing the top four, but I don't see them making it. I really, really don't. So yeah, they need to make sure they win their game and make sure that Man United don't win their next game. So there you go. So yeah, 2-1 to Brentford is going to be 2-1 to Liverpool is going to be my prediction for the Thursday of this coronation weekend, and of also the last game of the Premier League for game week number 34. So yeah, if this game ends in a draw, then I wouldn't be surprised because yeah, sometimes Leeds when they go a draw, Brighton when they go a draw. So yeah, but listen, this is Anfield and it's a difficult place to go, especially the atmosphere of the Liverpool fans. So yeah, 2-1 to Liverpool is going to be my prediction on that one. Right, we move on into Sunday's games. Two massive ones, yeah, two massive ones. The first one is at 6:30 tomorrow. 4:30 tomorrow, and it's Newcastle United against Arsenal. Of course, I believe. Wait, Newcastle just managed to beat Southampton 3-1 at their ground because they were 1-0 down. I'm thinking to myself, now surely Newcastle cannot bottle this. They really, really cannot. And guess what they did? Because Joe Linton scored, and I think Callum Wilson scored twice. And I think, no, sorry, Isaac scored, yeah, something like that. So, yeah, so Newcastle did win their game against Southampton. So, yeah, for Arsenal, they beat Chelsea 3-1. So, both teams win their game in hand. But listen, I expect this game to be very, very difficult for Arsenal because because going to the Champions League ain't that easy. When Man City went there, they drew 3-3. Liverpool, I feel like they're the only team that went to Newcastle and beat them. I could be wrong, but something like that, yeah. So Liverpool went there, they've won. Man United went there, they've lost. Tottenham went there, they got absolutely destroyed and battered. Chelsea went there, they've lost. So, yeah, it's a difficult place to go. So, for this game, for Arsenal, I don't think they'll get back to like 6-1 or something like that, but I can see them lose this game because last season they had the chance of finishing the top four, but Newcastle stopped them from doing that. So can Newcastle do the same thing, but differently? Could they stop Arsenal's title hopes? I think they can do the same thing. So I'm sorry to say this to Arsenal fans, but I have to go for Newcastle United win of 2-0 because actually no 2-1, sorry, because that's my first one. I don't know why I said 2-0. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go for Newcastle United win of 2-1 because I see Arsenal scoring, but Newcastle definitely getting the 3 points. And if I'm not that busy, maybe I can do a live watch along for that one because it is going to be a big game tomorrow in terms of who is going to win the title, because I think Newcastle are slightly getting top four, but they need to make sure they keep on winning and make sure that other teams drop points, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so 2-1 to Newcastle is going to be my prediction for that game tomorrow. For this big game, I'm looking forward to it. I might do a live watch if I'm not that busy. So yeah, 2-1 to Newcastle. And then, like I said, this game was supposed to be a 12:30 p.m. kickoff, but it moved on to Sunday because Man United played against Brighton, so they have to change that one. So yeah, West Ham United against Manchester United. Now, of course, Man United lost their record against away record is shocking, but those games are the teams that are above the mid-table, like from first to ninth. Their away record is terrible, absolutely terrible. But for this game tomorrow, I expect Man United to beat West Ham because if they bottle top four, then honestly, it's not going to be that great because before the season, I say that Man United will win a trophy and finish in the top four. So if Liverpool win to later on today, if Man United lose, then honestly, that's going to be the biggest failure for Man United. Well, they've won a trophy, but finishing the top four winning a trophy is so much better than finishing the Europa League or the Conference League and winning a trophy, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, so Man United need to achieve that. So, if this was against a top 9 team away from home, then I would have gone for a Man United win. But listen, West Ham right now are now in 15th, so it's going to be a difficult game for Man United, but I think they will go out there and beat West Ham United at the London Stadium because they have a good record there. The last time West Ham beat Man United, I think it was 3 years ago when they beat them 2-0, and someone scored that free kick, which I've forgotten, so yeah. But listen, it's going to be a difficult game for both teams, especially West Ham. So for this game tomorrow, I'm going to go for 1-0 Manchester United win because that's what it was last season. And I think it's going to happen again this season. So West Ham going to make it difficult for Man United, but I can see them getting the 3 points. So yeah, 1-0 to Man United is going to be my prediction on that one tomorrow. So that's going to be day 2 of the Coronation Weekend. Then finally we move on into the final day of the Coronation Weekend, Bank Holiday Monday, and we start off with Fulham against Leicester City at 3 p.m. kickoff. Now, of course, Fulham, the game against Manchester City, I was impressed, because I would have thought they would get absolutely battered, but they put up a fight, and they're doing what teams should do when you lose games, yeah? You show heart, fight, decide, passion, you give it their all. So Fulham was really impressive, but I knew that Man City would beat them, so yeah, their defeat was 2-1. And the same thing goes for Liverpool. I mean, they had chances, but yeah, they had chances, but they couldn't manage to put it in the back of the net. So yeah, Fulham with the last couple of games had looked a bit better, but they still managed to lose. So there you go. So they faced the Leicester City team, who are out of the relegation zone. But if they lose, that means they could be back in it, depending on the Leeds United and Nottingham Forest result. And also, spot. If they win, they could be out of the relegation zone for the second time. So there you go. So this Monday is going to be very difficult to predict, but I think Fulham really impressed me in the both games. So and since that Craven Cottage, I have to go for Fulham win of probably 2-1 because I see Leicester City scoring, but Fulham will get that win. I see Willian scoring, maybe Bobby Default over Weed. For Leicester City, I might see let Jamie Vardy scoring. So yeah, so like I said, Fulham really impressed me against Manchester City and Liverpool when they've lost. For Leicester City, they got a draw against Everton, and that was not good because only one team could win, but they couldn't do that last Monday. So there you go. So yeah, 2-1 to Fulham is going to be my prediction at that in West London on Monday afternoon. Then we move on into Brighton against Everton. Of course, Brighton won their game against Man United. And guess what? Just like they did against Chelsea, they have done the double over Man United for the first time in their history because they never used to do that. So yeah, and what a revenge because if you remember about 2 or 3 weeks ago, they've lost on penalties against Man United, and they were the better team, but they didn't take their chances. This game, they have plenty of chances, but 1-0 to them is enough to get the 3 points. And like I said, Brighton can definitely finish in European places. They're in sixth place, which is of course the Europa League, with 2 games in hand. And like I said, if they win those 2 games in hand, then they could definitely get close to the top 4, depending if Man United keep on dropping points. So yeah, Brighton are doing a really good job, and their situation, their recruitment is way better than Chelsea, way better because they're doing well this season. You know, fighting for top 4, almost getting to the hands on a trophy. You know, their recruitment is so much better than Chelsea. We're just buying players in Brighton, but we're making things worse. And guess what? The thing is about Brighton is that every time they lose their manager or players, I've been thinking to themselves, oh my God, could Brighton be in a situation where they could actually be the bottom half? But no, and they just keep doing what they're doing. They put in really good performances, getting wins, a couple of defeats or draws, but mostly wins. And yeah, they still do well without Graham Potter, without their best players. So this is what I'm telling you. Brighton's recruitment is so much better than Chelsea. Yeah, so much better. So that's what I told you to do. When you lose managers, when you lose your best players, just keep performing good, just get a couple of wins, just do what Brighton are doing, and then you'll see that everything will change. But if we don't do that, then this situation could get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, like I know it would this season. So there you go. So Everton, they drew against Leicester City away, so it's going to be difficult for games for Everton because when Wolves went there, they got absolutely destroyed by Brighton 6-0. So for this game, I have to go for. I go for 6-0 again now, because Everton can't be worse than Wolves. They just can't defensively. So for this game on Monday, I have to go for a Brighton win of probably 3-0. Oh, 3-9. No, man. Yeah, 3-0 because, yeah, like I said, Brighton at home is doing really, really well. And, yeah, I mean, Arsenal, I think they're the only team that went to the Amex and beaten them 4-2, something like that. But, yeah, there you go. So yeah, 3-0 to Brighton is going to be my prediction on Monday. I don't see Everton getting another win. And Sean Dyche, I would have thought he's doing a really good job for Everton, but it turns out he's not doing well because they're still in the relegation zone. He hasn't been getting a win. So yeah, but they still can survive if other teams keep on dropping points. So he needs to get that win against Brighton. But can I see that happening? Absolutely not. So sorry to say this to Everton fans, but you're gonna get pumped 3-0 like they pumped Wolves 6-0. So there you go. And then we move on into the final game of game week 34, and that is Nottingham Forest against Southampton at the City Grounds on a Monday Night Football. Now, Now for this game, both Nottingham Forest and Southampton are in the bottom three as I'm recording this right now. So if Nottingham Forest can get at least a draw or a win, depending on the other teams, then they could be out of the relegation. But if Southampton win, I still don't feel they're gonna be out. But the only way I see them surviving is that they keep on getting wins and other teams keep on dropping points. That's the only way I see Southampton win. But listen, I don't think that's going to happen. So to me, if Southampton don't, if Everton, Nottingham Forest, Leeds United, and all teams keep on winning their games, then I can definitely see Southampton getting relegated because they've lost 22 times. 22 times, which is unbelievable. So, yeah, there you go. So for this game on Monday, since at the City ground, I'm gonna go for a Nottingham Forest win of 3-1 because yeah, my first one is that this game is going to be a draw. But listen, when Brighton went there, they've lost 3-1. You know, when Chelsea went there, they drew 1-1. When Liverpool went there, they've lost 1-0. When Tottenham went there, they've lost 2-0. When Man City went there, they drew 1-1. So yeah, going to the City ground ain't that easy. But yeah, I would have thought that Nottingham Forest would do well this season. Maybe they'll finish like maybe 10th or 11th, but it's not happening for them. But listen, like I said, if they win and Leeds United and Leicester City don't win their game, then they could be out of the relegation zone for the second time. So I can see them winning against Southampton for this game on Monday and for the final day of the coronation. So yeah, 3-1 is going to be my prediction. I think for Southampton, maybe James will post a score. I'm not sure who the goal scorers will be for Nottingham Forest, but all I know is definitely they're going to get the 3 points. So there you go. Right, guys, so that is all my predictions. Let me run for them one more time. So I've gone for a Bournemouth Chelsea, Bournemouth win of 2-1 against Chelsea for the first game. And the first day of this coronation weekend. Then I've gone for a slightly 2-1 Manchester City win against Leeds United. Then I've gone for Tottenham Hotspur 3-1 win against Crystal Palace. Then I've gone for a slight 2-1 Wolves win against Aston Villa in the West Midlands derby. Then I've gone for a 2-1 slightly Liverpool win against Brentford for the final Saturday game. Then on Sunday, 2 big games. The big game is Newcastle against Arsenal. I went for Newcastle United win of 2-1. Then I've gone for a slight 1-0 Manchester United win against West Ham United. Then on Monday, the final day of the coronation, I've gone for 2-1 Fulham win against Leicester City. Then I've gone for a convincing 3-0 Brighton win against Everton. And last but not least, for the battle for survival, I've gone for a Nottingham Forest 3-1 win against Southampton. Right, guys, so that is all my Premier predictions for this special weekend of coronation here all over the UK, especially London for King Charles. So yeah, so let me know in the comments down below whether you agree or disagree and what's your predictions. Let me comment down below and I'll quickly react to them as soon as I can. So guys, I hope you have an amazing and special weekend of this coronation here all over the UK and for King Charles. And you have to bring a brolly and an umbrella because like I said in the beginning, it's going to be wet today. Tomorrow is going to be a bit sunny, but also we're going to see some heavy showers, so be careful of those. On Monday it's going to be wet again, so this coronation is not going to be a good one, but hopefully it doesn't spoil the special celebration for King Charles after Her Majesty the Queen has sadly died on the 8th of September 2022, which was on a Thursday. So there you go. So let's hope nothing worse for that one. So yeah, take care, guys. Hope you have a special weekend, and I'll see you guys later on today for Bournemouth Chelsea live watch along, and also match reaction after that. And make sure on Tuesday you don't miss out the Premier predictions review because it's been a long time since I've been doing this, a very long time, but it will be back. It will definitely be back, so make sure on Tuesday you check out for those. So there you go. Alright guys, have a good weekend, look after yourselves, take care, and as always, peace. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm out of here. God bless.